It's the first quarter of a whole new year, and movie companies are lining up for the 2003 race. Unfortunately for Columbia Pictures, they're the first ones to stumble completely out of the gate with a painfully unfunny National Security now playing.
Just chase me, smart mouth.
Okay, Mr. White Bank Robber.
Martin Lawrence and Stephen Zahn are a pair of mismatched security guards who go undercover to bust up a smuggling ring. You know, I don't really expect much from Martin Lawrence anymore. At one time, he was touted as the next Eddie Murphy, but with the exception of last year's stand-up comedy film, Run Tell That, he's been consistently bad since the mid-90s. But Stephen Zahn is much better than this material. I guess everyone gets hard up for cash at some point. The film has no jokes to speak of, no punchlines that land any weight. I guess the humor is supposed to come from watching a big explosion or another pointless car chase. Hey, when that doesn't work, well, just listen to the music to find out when it's supposed to be funny. National Security will be nothing more than a blip on the trivia radar in the next few months. It gets one big old shining star out of 4 and is rated PG-13. Well, at least things look better on home video, with 2 of the best examples of the science fiction genre now available for living room scrutiny. Tom Cruise and director Steven Spielberg joined forces for the futuristic crime drama Minority Report. Cruise is in top form as a heroin-addicted cop in charge of an experimental pre-crime unit. A pre-crime convicts a suspect before a crime has actually happened. Guilt is determined by the combined thoughts of 3 genetically altered humans, each one giving a partial vision, a minority report of a criminal event. Now, if you combine all 3 of these visions, the whole event is played out before it actually happens. The system is faultless until it comes after one of its own. It may sound complicated, but scratch off the special effects, and you're left with a smart, edge-of-your-seat action thriller about a man on the run. Steven Spielberg again excels at his craft by letting the special effects help tell a story, not be a story. Minority Report is one of the top 5 films of the last year. It gets 4 out of 4 stars. Writer-director M. Night Shyamalan, he's the guy behind The Sixth Sense, turns his attention to urban legends and signs. This frighteningly effective drama poses to explain those mysterious crop circles that seem to appear out of nowhere. Now, in reality, these circles are nothing more mysterious than drunken college kids and a homemade weed whacker. But facts aren't important here. Shyamalan uses these elements to build a story of a small-town minister who's low on faith and high on skepticism following his wife's death. It's a film that stays away from cheap gimmicks and instead focuses on more subtle things like wind and shadows, building tension out of a creepy, almost claustrophobic atmosphere. The ending was a letdown, but ultimately, that was just a little tarnish on this well-oiled machine. Signs gets 3.5 out of 4 stars and is available both on VHS and DVD.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Join us next time for more movie releases right here on the Front Row. If you want to find out more about us, you can log on to one place. We're at KQ2.com and just look for the Front Row icon. Until then, I'm Bob Shultz for KQ2, and we'll save you a seat right here on the Front Row.